everybody, Maxmoff here. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator. I almost said American Farming Simulator. No, it's just normal Farming Simulator. Farming Simulator 17 to be in fact. Anyway, we're sitting here in the barn or one of our sheds right now. It's about noon, 12:36, and it seems to be sort of hailing right now, which isn't good because we can't really get a lot of work done, but also seems like it's coming through there. Anyway, I decided, you notice here I have a ton of money. That's because I've been working like crazy, just doing jobs. I was going to buy one, but I think for now we might lease a loading wagon because it's only going to be 3,000 a day. So let's go ahead actually and lease it. So we can now pick it up from the store. I think that's all we're going to do right now. So we need to hop in and actually go pick it up. Hopefully my voice is a lot clearer than before. I've really tried to make sure that the volume levels are okay. Also, hopefully we'll be able to actually get work done today. Hopefully the storm passes, because that's pretty sucky if we're dead in the water. Of course, we'll just pull off for a second. You can kind of see we have, wow, I guess my cursor won't show up, but field 12, 14, and 15 are they're all owned by us. Also, they're all sitting with or sort of like grass. I don't know how to describe it. It's the choppings, the sort of tailings of from. Oh, that's awful. I can't see. Let's just go and hope. Wow, the turning, and I took a sign down. Oh goodness. Anyway, as I was saying, the just the leftover stock in the fields, all three of our fields are filled with it. I don't want to plow it in because I want to be able to make a little bit of money from it. So again, that's sort of why I did that. I think we're good on fuel right now. We do have enough money to where we sort of have some freedom to do whatever we want. I think we should get these fields planted and ready to go again. So it's going to be quite a few rounds on the cultivator for me. Actually, instead of doing beacons, we could just do hazards. No, let's do beacons. Just trying to decide what to do. So I did do a lot of jobs over the period between episode 2 and episode 3, which is right now. What? It says I have... So, oh, it's my lease. Whoa, buddy! What the heck? Okay. Well, instead of racing him, we'll be good people here. So yeah, I've been making a lot of money. So now we sort of have some freedom. There was great demand on soybeans, so I sold all the stock that we had that was in our silo. So now we don't have any soybean left in our silos, but we made a good fair amount of money. Alright, we're all hooked up here. All good to go. We'll head out this way. Check to make sure lights are working. Turn signals. Perfect. Brakes. Yep. Alright. So we're good to go. I do want to get a front-end loader for this since we have the attachments bought. However, we don't really have a use for it right now. I don't know what implements I'd get, but I am thinking about starting a sort of forestry expedition, so that would make sense to have. See about changes in the game. Trying to remember what all I did. I actually think, is this, no, next one probably. Yeah. So I added one, it's a mod that makes the ground more realistic, so it adds some bumpier textures to the ground, and that means that our tires are actually responsive with the ground. And also I added another mod that makes dirt show up on tires a little bit easier. So those are sort of the mod updates. Looks like the hail is gone and it's starting to get nice and sunny out, so that's perfect for what we have in mind. And then of course we're gonna sell this just to get some more money. That's why I didn't want to get rid of it right off the bat. So that's sort of going to be the point of today's episode. Pull in here really quickly. I would like to set up a pressure washer, and although the rain sort of cleared up a lot of the mud on our vehicle, so I want to get pressure washer, a shop, and fuel tanks over here eventually. But first and foremost, we should clean up the field. So obviously it's really wet out. The fields are going to be super muddy. So that's really going to affect sort of the ability for us to have traction. You can see our front tires spinning there a lot. Oh, that does sound like a ratchet. I think we're good to go, so let's see. Pulling forward, yep, it's picking it up. You can really see if I stop and floor it on this hill, we really start to make, and you can see here, and it's really noticeable in the combine. I did harvest a lot also. You can see the tires are way more responsive to changes in texture. I don't know what I was thinking here, but you know, we're just going around cleaning up. Yeah, this loading wagon really sounds like a ratchet wrench. I don't know how well you could hear it. So the plan now is again to clear up this as much as possible, make some money off of it, and be able to, let's just get that bit there, be able to start cultivating or plowing. We could do ourselves some good and buy a plow. That'll be just some stuff to do, get it ready for another set, some more planting. I'm debating whether I want to do more wheat or barley, or if I want to go ahead and do something else like canola. I know that sells really well, but I think we might need some specialized equipment. It's just a matter of finding that out. One thing we could do though, is once we're done picking this field up, we can go and buy a plow, because I feel like we're going to be using a plow more than we'd be using a loading wagon like this. I have thought about doing some mowing though, but once we get this cleared, we can set a mower or a helper with a plow on this field while we prepare the next. But whatever. Also, I don't want to sit here and bore you for too long, so I'm going to see if I can't sort of time-lapse or cut a lot of this out, starting, like, right now. Okay, I know that time-lapse didn't get very far, but as you can see, we have a warning going off. So what that means is that we're actually getting full at 98%. So I think we can sell it here at the barn, but I just want to check. Don't mind the game settings there. Prices. What am I looking for? I don't even know if it's going to show here. Yes, $80 at the barn. So the barn is the only place I can sell it. $80 a yard, or a liter, whatever it is. So as you can see, well, we, in a couple loads, at least, that's actually pretty good, with, oh, I left it running the entire time, with, like, one field, we're gonna pay back the lease, so that's pretty good. Again, finances was one thing I was worried about. We still have that loan that I don't remember getting to pay off, so we might do that, but that would take away about half and leave us with about 50,000 or so. Just something to look into, but again, we'll go ahead and start the field time-lapse again. Okay, we have another sort of full load. Go ahead, run it in here. And you can sort of see it going out there. It does empty very quickly. Alright, so right now I think we've just paid off the lease on this, which is pretty cool, I must say. Okay, so this is full. The rest, actually, I think I'll do off camera because I just want to give you a little bit of a taste of what you can do on the farm, but I don't want to bore you with doing the same thing over and over again, even with the time lapses there. Geez, those were giving me a pain. These beams here. So what I think we will do is go ahead and take this back to the yard momentarily, since we can't hire a worker, sadly. Yeah, we can't hire a worker. Made another 1,000, that's pretty good. I guess we could get away with not parking it right now, but what I'm going to do is just stick this here for now. Yeah, stick this here, hop out. I know I was talking about selling the New Holland just because we'd all be cased, but if you notice, This has got a 3-point on the front and the back, and the cases do not. So I've started to put more miles on the New Holland instead of the case, because it is a duplicate, and this one has those has the 3-point hitch on the front. Anyway, I guess I didn't really explain what I was coming to do, and I just realized I forgot to do it. I did decide in my head that I was going to get a plow, so I think we'll go with this, the Verimaster, and we are going to buy it. 15,000, yes. Okay, so we are starting to, wow, this cab is completely different, and, okay, so yeah, we're starting to, lower the amount of, or lower our bank account balance, but that's just because, we're making some money back. Obviously, just like in anything, if you're making money, it's okay to spend a little bit, but if you're not making any money, you generally want to cut down on your spending. Okay, we are pulling up to the shop right now. You can see our beautiful new plow, way smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. See, we're hooking up to the 3-point now. Wow, it just slammed it into the ground. And I think, yeah, we'll be fine without, we will be fine without needing a weight. But let's go ahead and get plowing here. Actually, why do I feel like it needs to be on the other side? Go ahead, lower it, and see. Okay. So we'll go ahead, turn the flashers off, and we will, go ahead and hire a worker. Jeez, I honestly don't know why that thing is so loud. But let's go ahead, get over here. And we'll go take care of this other field that we started. This thing is so crazily loud. That's one thing I like about the case. It is quiet. Okay, so we turned it on. You can tell because it's making that awful ratchet noise. But, you know what we forgot to do? Lower it down. Now we're ready to pick up. Okay, so this is up and full. We're going to head over and clear it out, so sell it over in the barn. That doesn't really make much sense to me, the fact that we're dumping it in our own barn and getting money from it. But alright, so this guy's actually doing a pretty good job so far. We have a lot of eggs to pick up. Go ahead, dump it out. see if we can pay for the plow as well, although I doubt we'd make 15,000. That would be, like... Oh, yeah, so this is even worse now. Okay, so I'm actually going to park this right along here, because I do realize we've been doing a good amount of work with this, the loading wagon, but we haven't really focused a whole lot on plowing. So what I'm going to do right now, at least, is oh wow, that's kind of cool. Just going to do a little bit of plowing. So we can just put some more emphasis there. So I believe we have V to turn it. Oh, that's lower. Nope. B to turn it. V to lower. And we are good to go. Alrighty, I am messing things up. That's a nice thing about the worker. It gives you nice, clean, straight lines. Okay, so there's a little touch-up we have to fix there. Okay, so obviously we still have quite a lot of work to do here, but we're out of time today, so that is of course going to do it for today's video. I will finish this up later off camera, so then we can get into more adventures later on in more episodes. If you did enjoy, I'm starting to figure out my style for Farming Simulator, of course, thinking doing more edits so I can fit more actual content in with about the same amount of time of video. So of course, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video. If you're new here, of course, be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on any more content. And if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, ideas, or suggestions of what you'd like me to do in Farming Simulator, drop a comment down below. I do respond to all of them I get. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Again, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.